Can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me? Hmm. Oh God. Where's the oh. You can still hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, now I can hear you. Okay. I tried to get on my iPad and it's blocking. It says privacy's on and it won't let me take it off. It's so annoying. So
Oh,
I jumped off and I came onto my laptop, but the problem is I only have one screen, so I got to flip back and forth to look at the documents
hmm.
because I don't print anything.
I
How
can
are
see anybody else though.
you? No, we're early. I was just trying to set up. I'm glad you're there so I can.
Oh, okay.
Are you in your new place yet or no?
I am. Yeah. I
How,
decided to stay here.
oh, good. Yeah,
Um,
the weather's too bad.
I've got my tree. Can you see my tree?
It's so nice.
It
Okay.
really is nice here.
It's pretty. Oh, it's high ceilings.
Yeah.
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 Thank
Yeah. I couldn't get my angel on top.
I
I can't reach it.
get my camera on. My cameras won't come on now. That's awesome. Um,
Oh,
it looks really pretty.
thank you.
Your hair looks good too. I haven't seen you since you went blonde. Blonde. Like real.
Oh, nice. I, it's my natural color.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Brown highlights in it before? It looked darker before.
No, maybe it's the lighting.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah,
super blonde, like beach
it
blonde.
does, doesn't it, in this light? No, I don't do anything to it except
Oh,
wash it.
well, that's nice. I'm glad you're in. Yeah, the weather's way bad, really bad.
Yeah, the way that was blowing, and Mark Weeks had to he was clearing a tree off the main drag on 169.
Oh no,
That was about 4 o'clock.
that's
Um,
when my lights went out. My lights went flickered, and but the generator didn't kick on, so I knew it was going to be quick.
oh,
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna use the ladies' room before they get on. They should be on any minute, right?
okay, I saw Matt, but why am I the one admitting people? This isn't my meeting.
Oh, maybe because you jumped on first.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's weird because how'd you do that with it says Chris is on. I saw you're even though it says you, it said Chris was on, but now he's not on. So I don't know. I'll be right back though.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Matt. Is that you? Is that who said hi?
That was me, Matthew.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna set up these TVs.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
Looks
Are you there by yourself?
What's the? I missed that. Sorry.
Oh, are you there by yourself?
Nope. Jeanette just got here, so me, you,
Okay.
Matt. Well, that's 4 of us.
No, I know, but I feel bad. We didn't venture out into the horrible, horrible weather.
Believe it or not, I was already here. So
Okay.
Jeanette's the one that gets the points.
Okay.
Oh no. You have your own copy.
I make notes all over.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I think Jason's on his way, but it looks like we can get started with who we have here in just a minute. Yes, I do have updated. I have a PDF, but I think these are printouts, so let me give it to that. These are updated. I don't know that this was not in the email. I just got to that.
Well, let me answer all the questions I have.
Oh, maybe. Let me figure out where I am here. Oh, good.
Oops.
Sharing is not turned on. Oh, I'm going to reclaim the host from you, Joy.
Please. I don't know how I got it.
I think it's whoever's first in, and so you must be on the town.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. I was just a little puzzled why I couldn't share, but then it just had a button to reclaim it. Here's our agenda for tonight.
Oh, good. That's you.
Yeah. Okay. It is 7:01. Let's call this meeting of the Cranberry Board of Finance to order. We've got myself, we've got Joy Cave, Matt Bruneau, and we'll ask Jeanette to sit as a full member tonight. Mike, Matt, Joy, and Jeanette. Yes. Matt, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I just can't ever find the mute button.
All right, good. Just double checking and confirming. All right, so we've done that. He will not be. Apparently, he's in Los Angeles at a mayor's convention. So pledge of allegiance. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, and I forgot to take my hat off. But I normally don't wear a hat out here, but it was raining. Shouldn't have said anything. All right, approval of minutes.
I reviewed them and they are accurate as presented to the draft.
All right.
I can't hear her.
Oh, sorry. You know what? Let me move down that way because I'm not turning on. It's that.
Yeah, that's
Let me
fine.
move down this way. I'll sit like here. You can talk in here. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Give me a moment. All right. So there's Jeanette. So Jeanette, say your piece.
The minutes presented in draft form are accurate. So I would make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
Joy seconded that.
Mm-hmm.
Any discussion on that?
Nope.
Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Joy, just say aye.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Matt was just so loud when he came on, he overrode my voice.
Got it. Now we are in the BOS, BOE. We'll start with Chris's stuff. Chris, what we have is we have the update summary. Yeah, that one. Let me pull that up. This guy, the December summary. That's what you, yeah, we have both of those, the detail and the summary. So why don't you talk us through the summary? Can you guys hear Chris?
No.
You know what? I'll just move. We'll sit next to Chris.
Sorry.
Hey, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hey. So yeah, we're in good shape, a little higher reserve than last time we talked, about 67, 629. Healthy reserves across the board, holding in plant operation, mainly electrical due to increased electrical rates in worst case scenario. So as we kind of move through the season here, luckily we've been good on things like heating oil, electricity rates are higher. That's our biggest deficit right now. So I'm
Hold on one sec.
Yep.
Sorry. Jason Levine just arrived. Joy, if you want to note that.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. Other than that, little higher overages on the sub line, just some illness in the building. Everywhere else, I'm happy to report we have good reserves, and knock on wood in my head that we will continue to grow that ending reserve to the town. And then we start our budget. We've already basically started our budget presentation, but we have some more some numbers now to go forward, so I can start working with the Board of Ed and the BOF on the 25-26 budget.
That's right.
For the BOE. So
Great.
okay.
Any questions? Do you have questions?
School's really good right now. We are a tentative agreement. I think we're in a good shape. I think it's a favorable settlement, and I can report back favorable for everyone, including you. Yep, including your adding machine that only subtracts. Yep.
All right.
Great.
Let me see what we got. We have okay. From the town, we've got. Let me get you that sheet. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
How's the finalization of the security grants?
Security grant is done. They did their last. The security grant, they did their last completion of camera and entry system. So I believe that resolution should be coming to the town and Lori, if it hasn't already. We can button that up. So.
Cameras are the last thing.
Yep.
They're all done.
Yep.
You pass it over to the town.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. That's great.
thank you.
Of course.
All right. So for the town, we had the doc I got. I believe it was late last week or early this week that I'd sent out, dated November 2024, and then I got today an updated financials, which has July 24 through June 25, which does have some different numbers. You had glanced at them.
Well, I went through the one that you sent to us, and my big
You
question.
had a lot of questions on
Yeah,
that.
I did, as to why, on that data sheet, it was showing salaries were already expended at 80%. But on the new one, it shows them that they are now back down into a reasonable 60 range, which is accurate for where we are in the year. Well,
Yeah.
Actually in 38%.
What line was that?
Well, when you go on second page, expenses, selectmen's department, first selectmen, we're back down to 38. They were reflecting that it's already up to 80. I'm just saying
Oh.
as a general,
Yeah.
salaries were running at 80%. Now they are more
Oh, I
reflective
see
of
that.
38.
Yeah. We don't really know why. Do we?
So, Mike, did you send those out?
So I just got the updated one. Let me see if I can literally blast it out right this minute.
Yeah, because the ones we got, even the first line, the property taxes looked out of line. It was like way over.
Yeah, I was excited for a moment.
So in my line of work, if the first line looks like it's completely wrong, I don't look at the rest of the document.
Oh, okay, if you can
Because I
stop
knew
it.
there was something wrong with it. Yeah.
Well,
Could
I'm
I
gonna
speak?
check everything else.
Yes. Go ahead,
Go
Joy.
ahead, Joy, Bissnet.
Okay, Lori came to me at the end of the day with the updated financials saying all those percentages were crazy. She's having some IT problems and has contacted Kelser to hopefully fix whatever's going on. So
Okay.
that's why they're so different.
Got it.
Can you go to the,
I did send that out, guys, so check your email. Joy, Matt,
I was going to say if you can start at the top and just scroll through, but I got him.
did it just come through? But I can also scroll on the screen.
Okay, this
This
makes
is not
more
the updated one. This is the updated one. Okay, but you should have it if that came through just now.
Yeah. I
But
have-
if you look at the percentage of the budget, that last column, things are in line for where we are in the year.
Right.
Now, on page 2,
Yeah.
4-0407, under the tax collector's department revaluation, is
Yeah.
that just a lump sum we pay to the revaluator that come into our town, but they're doing it now?
Very well could be. Joy Bissnet, do you know about the revaluation? Is that just a fee for service that we pay? It's 100%.
Probably, sorry. Yeah, he's in the middle of hearings right now. So I assume that's, but I don't know for sure, sorry.
Okay.
George, do you happen to know on page 3, number 0616, just a third of the way down, capital equipment
Mhm.
maintenance,
Higher.
it's really running high. Do you know what that entails? What happened?
No idea. Are you asking me?
If,
Yeah.
if you do know, it's not, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
but thing with
no,
that-
yeah, I don't know really any of the details. I just know she was having issues, so
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's a big category.
I
That
think
may be unrelated. Capital equipment maintenance is maybe
Yeah.
something.
the only thing I'm concerned about is if you start at the bottom of the P&L and you work your way up. I'm trying to see what page I'm on. 5 of 10. The net income is a loss of 826,000. So I'm just concerned of the budget load itself to do the compare.
Joy, is that, our Joy, is that because our second half of the taxes aren't in?
No, that's the budget. So like when she loads the budget and then we're comparing to actuals, we weren't in a huge deficit, even though we had prelim numbers when we did the mill. So right now her budget is showing we're going to lose almost $1 million for the year.
What row, what line are you looking at?
She's looking at this one, right at the very bottom.
Yeah. You scroll down. I was on my sheet. Now I'm back. I can
It's,
see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
it's
at the
the
very
very
end.
total expenses.
Yeah, don't go to the balance sheet. Go
Oh,
to the end of the P&L.
oh, I see. Hold on.
Oh, I thought you were going to scroll on the screen.
Oh, I'm looking at my paper in hand. I
So-
don't know.
So normally what I'll do is say, does this look reasonable? Go down a little bit.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
So,
I see.
so we're doing a compare, right?
Right.
But the budget is already saying we're going to lose $826,000. So something's not right. So it concerns me because when we're trying to compare where we are year to date,
Hmm.
I don't think the numbers are in there accurately to begin with.
I hear you.
So I think,
Can we formulate questions to send to Chris?
well, I mean, I think she could go, if she took our spreadsheet, again, it's prelim, where we approved what we were going to do and hold the line on the mill. We
Yeah.
hashed all this and just go through it and see what's hugely off. Something's not in. It's either revenue or there's an expense that's too high, or there's a revenue in the expense line somewhere backwards. Something's not right.
So Lori needs to input the approved budget numbers.
Well, ours were we didn't have financials.
Right.
So we used reasonableness of year-to-date actuals with prior year, what actually happened.
But Chris gave us a budget that we worked off of.
Yeah,
Budget numbers he gave us. So wouldn't that be the numbers that Lori has to input under the column that says budget?
yeah, I would think so. And I would think that we wouldn't go into the year with a huge loss.
Not when everything's under, we're not that much over on any of the lines.
Right. So the point is, when we're looking at each line and comparing it, I don't know if the lines are correct in revenue and expenses,
Oh, yeah.
each individual line, because it looks like something's off.
Yeah, something certainly.
We are meeting.
Okay, now,
Come sit close, Rob. Rob just came in, Joy.
Okay.
slide on in.
Come on, close.
Come on.
Thank you.
Come on, close.
We're just not. Joy,
Yeah.
the net operating income, the last one on your, before the P&L. It shows that we budgeted a negative number. We didn't budget a negative number.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So the input of the budget, something's off. I mean, the biggest line is property taxes, and that looks accurate. I bet if we went back to our spreadsheet, the 10,000,004 looks okay. But there's something missing either in revenue or expenses are inflated. Because I know we didn't approve a budget that was upside down $1 million.
No, we wouldn't.
No.
I'm wondering, because this actual budgets that we got tonight is so different than what Lori had sent out earlier. And she's indicated that there's clerical extrapolations that are off. I wonder if that's another extrapolation off at the bottom.
Well, also, hold on. We do under, our revenue is under the amount of expenses because we use unassigned fund balance. So is that what we're seeing here?
Maybe.
We didn't use it.
We might have.
Yeah.
We were trying to hold that mill rate and we had a reasonable amount of money sitting there.
Yeah, I think.
And
did
we might have used a number about that big.
Yeah, I guess it goes back to that spreadsheet we used to approve,
Find it.
going back and finalizing it. So she actually loads in our starting point is what we approved. But it might, I mean, I can go back and look this weekend. I can look at, I think you sent out those spreadsheets, right? When we were doing, yeah.
Yeah.
I can go to the last one and I can look at each line and see what she did. Because I also did the compare to the auditor stuff and told her where her beginning balances were off in actuals. But I guess for all intents purposes, it's going to be close. So we can just look at where we are.
I'm just trying to pull up the spreadsheet. I think this is.
So now I know that Joy reads the first line and the last line.
I do. That's how you know if something's
Oh,
wrong.
no, that's the budget. That's the budget. Where's our worksheet? Yeah, here's worksheet.
The yellow one.
Here we go.
How much do we use for general fund?
See, it is 972. Let me bring this up on the share.
Let me see.
See, this is the number. This is the
Okay.
difference between the expenditures and expected revenue. So the fact that it's not 972, but actually
17.
826 means we're overperforming revenue.
Well, no, that's locked. So the budget column's locked. It is what it is.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
For
So
actual,
it still means something's not in there, but
yeah, she's missing something.
okay. But it is, we have been using big chunk of
Okay, you're right.
unassigned to pay that down.
So that's definitely because the last schedule you sent, it was upside down 300,000. So definitely,
Well, that one we know was wrong, right? That previous one. I just didn't, because we got this updated one.
so our starting point is close.
I guess so. I think it's closer.
Yeah, and I would go back and look at some of the lines to make sure the big ones are in there. It looks like it. I just scrolled through it.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that it's dangerous to be using that much money from unassigned, but so long as our revenue is overperforming and the unassigned is growing, but it is, if it isn't there, then it's going to be a whoopsie when we don't have that money to use that for that purpose. So we need to, I think, Joy, what you're kind of pointing out is that we should be conscious of that as we
Yeah.
go into it.
Right.
I think things like the permits and the interest amounts and these other lines have overperformed what we've put in the budget. And so they come out in the audit the following year.
Correct.
That's
Right.
kind of what we've been doing.
Yeah, we didn't budget some of the big increases we thought we were going to get. So
Right.
And right now, the last of the balance sheet says that our unassigned fund balance to date is 88,000. That's the very last sheet. Unassigned fund balance.
no, it's 2.2 million.
Okay, well, Joy or
Yeah.
Jeanette was looking two rows above that.
Yeah. It's,
88,000.
for some reason, they have 88,000 allocated. It might just be the way she has it in there, but the total unassigned fund balance is 2.271.
Okay.
Oh, because I was looking at fund balance encumbered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you might think that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Well, this makes me feel better. Sure, I still
Yeah.
we don't have anybody to answer them, so.
No, not really.
What does KERMA stand for again?
Is that the insurance thing? or
Yeah,
something?
it is. It is.
I can hear what she asked.
Their local risk management agency. They do workman's comp claims, insurance, for municipalities.
Because we're over almost on $8,500.
Yeah, it probably went up, right? That's right. Mhm.
Just to reiterate for town to put into the minutes is that we need accurate numbers based on all of those adjustments that were made last year, so we actually know what is spent out of the line. We're coming up on budget season.
George, you catch that?
Yeah, we need. Yeah, I think it's the same comments we have every year. Oh, you from Joy B or Joy C?
Joy B, I believe.
Okay.
I think Jeanette wanted that added to the minute,
Oh, okay.
asking for accurate,
Yeah.
reiterating the importance of accurate, reflected budget line.
So noted.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all we can do on that,
Okay.
Yeah, we can't do much.
right? We're not cross-reference this.
Okay. All right. Let's see what's next. Any other questions while we've got superintendent here or town things or whatever? Okay. So we'll go on to item B under old unfinished business, which
Chris,
is,
if you need to head out, because it's icky out there.
Okay. You guys sure? I got the Google here. I can look up things.
Get a camera on Chris. Okay.
All right, so Board of Finance Representative to Independent Firefighter Oversight Committee. We brought this up briefly last week. We've got a couple people interested. I think we just want to, what's that?
Got a couple, that's.
Well, I think Jason, you had added interest, and
Yeah, possibly. I mean,
Jeanette has shown interest.
Well, no,
Jason has shown interest.
Who's showing interest if nobody else stepped forward, but I'm happy to have the youngins.
yeah, I don't, yeah, and I don't know if anybody else is.
And Joy Cave maybe said she might be interested. And there was a question about the schedule and the
Yeah.
meeting. So
Honestly think based on institutional knowledge, Jeanette would be the best rep for us. I get there's are you guys still there?
we are.
I'm getting bug updates for Zoom. I'm like, I get there may be some I don't know, baggage history, something.
Are you concerned about that?
It's never bothered me in the past when they told me that, because I thought the town should have a bulldozer over another fire truck, and they weren't gonna come to my house. It didn't bother me.
No, that's just terrible.
Yep.
That's the answer.
Yeah, so I know, Jeanette, it would be based on how you feel about your involvement. And if it doesn't pan out and it's too stressful, then we'll put somebody else on.
Well, I thank you for your support on that. I do have the historical basis after 40 years in town.
Right.
I would certainly defer to the youngins because I won't be here long-term, so that perhaps that the youngins should learn the ins and outs and.
Well, we could
Well,
have,
it's two people, right? So
One, no. So anybody in the community could write or talk to Chris Lipke or write the first selectman or the selectman to say, I'd like to represent.
we are
So
only appointing.
we're not appointing, we're going to recommend that they appoint our person. And then that person would kind of represent the Board of Finance on the committee. They do the appointment.
Chris did seem receptive to that. A Board of Finance person did.
We want to
sit
sort of
on that.
name somebody
Yeah.
who we see as our representative that they would then appoint.
okay.
Joy, are you taking your name out of the ring or are you leaving it in the ring?
I want someone to be there. I think from a time commitment, it's going to be a challenge, but I don't want to commit and not be able to show up. So if someone else can do it, that's great.
Let's take your name out just for the moment. And let's say that we're picking between Jason and Jeanette. And Jeanette's basically saying if Jason can do it and wants to do it, that she'd be okay with him doing it.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm fine with doing it. The only thing is I have absolutely no knowledge of any. I mean, really, this is gonna be, from scratch.
Well, look, I'll tell you this. This is a very, very beginnings process of trying to get some oversight on the fire department.
Yeah.
To be honest, a softer, a little bit more naive approach might actually work better
Right.
because we will not, they will maybe put their heels in if we come in hot or if the committee, this independent committee comes in hot.
think that the committee would come, well,
I would hope not, but I could
hope
see
not,
how it
because
might
you've got
be
the-
perceived that way.
the third selectman's gonna chair this.
He will. John Lane is chairing it, and we've got Ray Sulich already on there.
Yep.
So one more here plus two more, and I don't remember if there were any other names.
So
given.
Jason, I'd be happy to just say yes, and I can give you any insight that you bring back and ask about.
I do think we could,
Yeah,
you
I
could
mean,
withdraw
that
and
would
we
be
could
great.
reappoint later if the needs change. It's 4 meetings a year.
Okay, I'm gonna say that don't let them book anything in April. We are straight out in April.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
it's-
should,
it
it should.
do you do?
Yeah.
What they're trying to do is to get a handle on the expenditures and the proceedings going on in the
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
department, because we hand them, a couple $100,000 every year, and we have no idea. And when they raised their hand and said, we have a $10,000 Christmas party,
I remember the uproar of
yeah,
trying to pay for a new fire engine.
right, and all that, and what equipment is town, what is building, what is insurance, and how are they spending the money that the townspeople give them, and are they meeting their obligation
Yeah,
to cover the town?
yeah, okay.
That's what I think the committee is basically gonna be investigating.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'll check.
So they're just dancing off randomly and spending the money wherever they don't want to.
Exactly, exactly. And raising more money than we know that perhaps they don't need to be supplemented as much from the town point of view for services rendered. So Jason, I'm good.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay,
So let me make a motion for Jason to be the recommended appointment from the Board of Finance to the Independent Firefighter Oversight Committee.
I'll second that.
Matt, you seconded that? All right, any further discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
I,
I,
Aye.
Aye. Jason abstained, but everybody else, I believe, said yes. That gives it plausible deniability later. It's like, I didn't vote for it. Good night.
no, that's good. I mean, if that's
Well-
what the board feels that we need to do.
Well, and there's also, you know, who knows how this is gonna fill up, who's gonna fill up, but
right.
have a seat there too, because you're an independent, right?
I can go
Right,
on
so-
any.
I mean, I'm gonna send a letter.
Yeah.
And I'll say Jason has been our nominee for
Mhm,
appointment
That's what we need to
and
do.
that you have interest as a community member
Well, if,
or,
I don't want him to rely on me, let him find his people, but
Hmm,
if they need another person, let us know.
okay,
Phrase it that way.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
sounds good.
Well, and I would hope you'd report back.
I would
Jason's gonna come
report
back with our
to you. I mean, I
information.
send it, I'd let everyone in the
Yeah,
Board of Finance know, because we all have an input.
yeah, especially if there's stuff that's knowledgeable,
Pertinent, yeah.
actionable.
Yeah.
And then if we have stuff you could carry forth to the meeting,
Or
that would
things
be
that
good.
we uncovered,
Yeah,
that you can be an asset to that
Mhm.
committee.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I mean, it's an effort. I don't mind being the, you know, lead guy.
okay.
I will say that when they came in this year, that was the first time in the 40 years that I've been asking for them to come in and explain their budget.
Really?
Yes,
Well, but we still haven't
We
seen
and we
haven't
much.
still
seen
haven't gotten everything.
We still haven't seen.
It's going to be a slow burn.
Honestly,
Yeah.
gotten nothing.
I
You know?
think it was an audit, we were wanting an audit, which I don't
Yeah.
know if the committee will get an audit or whatever, but I think technically it's not required because they're a private organization. So, but then you wonder,
But I think we have a step in because we do supplement them with town funding.
oh,
So we
absolutely.
can audit the funding that we give them. They are responsible to tell us line by line.
That's gotta
penny
be
by
true.
penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
how
the
it's
fire
done.
department has a treasurer, don't they?
Oh, yeah. mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And my question would be is if we're giving them nearly over.
It was 200
$200,000,
something, yeah. mhm.
Dollars, is their service up to par? And that is a big
That's part of
question.
it,
That
mhm.
is a big part of it. But also, how much money do they have in reserves for themselves?
Correct.
And what's the earmarks for that?
mhm.
You know, because every time we turn around, the town is footing the bill for these.
We don't have any.
If the reserves just keep getting bigger, well, then. But
And then if they dissolve, where do those, go? You know, that whole legality
Mm.
stuff, you know,
Yeah.
I'll join at that moment. You
Mm.
know, the
Mhm.
ultimate.
I think
You
Joy
get
is
the
right.
new fire truck,
Slow burn.
I don't think we've gotten a new fire truck in a while.
because I remember that was some flap about,
Hmm.
well, 3 or 4 years ago, but,
Well, we've been funding it at 100 grand or 150 grand, somewhere in
Right.
there.
Yeah, I think it was
On
over
CIP.
7 years.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Those are the things we're gonna find out. What's your plan? You know, and what is the cost? Is it
Mhm,
better to buy it now cheaper?
Mhm.
Time?
mhm.
All right, good luck. I'm sure.
If you ever want out, just say.
Just raise your hand. We
It's
can always.
it's a learning experience. If I feel like I'm, you know, sort of being, if, I'll come back.
Well, I feel like
Either way,
the
right.
committee needs to, after, let's say a full year, the committee really should feel like it's doing something, like getting somewhere. Because if it's not, I don't know what we do.
Yeah.
Right. I think, Jason, if after a year, maybe we rotate.
Well, we could absolutely rotate, but I hope the committee feels like the
They're
committee is
getting
doing
involved.
something.
Right.
Because otherwise, I mean, I feel like this is just yet another, we're just trying this new thing. We're
Yeah.
just trying as a town. But Joy, I'd see your point that this could be, I'm not sure what the appointment year cycle is. Actually, let me see. Probably would-
It's 2 years, 4 meetings, plus you'll have to go and, well, you probably don't have to, but the selectmen will give
Yeah,
presentations
John might.
periodically.
So
And after
whether,
that, those presentations come back to us, so.
oh yeah, that would be good. So whether we go yearly under that and request that people step
Right.
down.
Yeah.
I have to at that point,
No, it's just-
but if they do, we could certainly rotate it.
Right.
But look, Jeanette, I do think you'd be a good member on there, just from the, the eagle eye perspective, background of things. All right, yes, no, that's important. So under new business, I didn't have any new business, but it was a section.
No, but under new business, just something I'd like when you keep hitting up the school and the town that we need accurate budgets. We need expenditures to date. We need, when those budget numbers come to us, they need to let us know what they actually spent in those lines. And how much got moved around and stuff like that. I know Chris moves his money around, but it always comes through us. But I mean, our numbers seem to be getting away from us more and more than
Yeah,
what.
it's frustrating to just continue to
Yeah.
ask and ask the same question again. I
Yeah.
mean, hopefully we can
Get that system in place if they have to. And
make some movement. Yeah.
And back when, were you when Ray Sewell was the chairman? Okay, all right, cool, it's not. It was requested, that, the selectmen, which we have control over, we don't have control over the school board, has input from every other entity, the library, how are they spending their money, why are they requesting this? Fire department, maintenance, why are you requesting this? And they would have supposed to have a book of explaining every one of these numbers
Well,
that we could reference.
So for our small part is I do get a letter that asks for a budget request for the lines that I guess affect us, which is our recording secretary and
Right.
maybe the audit lines. And so I think that happens for all of any entities that would have like input.
Except that this year, when they were showing increases and stuff, and I asked specifically, Chris, what's the justification? Well, that's what they want.
So
And I want him to get the justification.
Oh, I see. And on the letter that I wrote, it says, because that's what we had last year. Like, I don't know, tell me if the audit goes up. Like, I don't really know,
Yeah.
Right,
but I also wasn't asking for increases.
right.
I was just going with the previous request, but actually theoretically, I would say, well, whatever we previously spent, not what we previously requested. So, yeah, but you're right. If people are asking for additional money, it should come with
It
some
should have
justification.
justifications for it.
Unfortunately, my experience has always been that these separate communities take umbrage every time you ask them a question about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why do I have to tell you this?
Mhm.
And off they go.
Yes.
I mean, if we can get Lori to nail down our numbers
Mhm.
in an accurate way,
Yeah.
that's how they can, you need that foundation before they build their budget.
Mhm.
Because we might find some changes this year that they're asking for $5,000 in this line item. But when you guys did all those corrections, it
Mhm.
might really need 8,
Yep.
but that one only needs 2, not the 5,
Yep. And now it's been what, almost a year on the new system.
Yes.
So hopefully
They
that,
started it that January, yeah.
so hopefully we're getting to where it's paying off, being in a, I don't know, an updated system or less double entry or less issue with switching over.
Yeah.
All right, that's my concerns, because we're heading into budget.
All right. Well, we'll mix that up into public comment. That was a comment. Any additional public comment?
Thank God there's no public to comment.
Let me check the Zoom chat. Oh, no, nothing. Okay. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Jeanette, do we have a second? Jason seconded that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It is 7:37.
Good
Thank
job.
you, everybody.
Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Appreciate it.
Holidays. See you in the year.
Have good holidays, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.